Hello. Okay, so I am doing this video as a reminder to myself because I had a little bit of a reality check the other day when I went to go see the doctor. I went to the nutritionist for my last nutrition appointment, and when I had gone there, turns out I had gained a few pounds, which I knew was inevitable because I'd been eating like I was never going to eat again. So I went and I gained some weight. I went back up to 318 pounds. My highest recorded weight was 321 pounds when I was 9 months pregnant. And after I saw the nutritionist, I kind of just explained to her, I said, I've been eating everything and kind of going out and binging and just eating whatever I want because I know I'm not going to be able to as soon as I do the surgery. And she said, okay, well, the surgery is going to be, the more weight you lose, the more safe the surgery is going to be. So I kind of thought about that for a minute, and I was like, okay, wow, that makes sense. And then as I was leaving, the doctor called me in, the surgeon, and he said, you have a minute, and kind of called me into his office, and I knew I was in trouble. I had heard the nutritionist talking to him, and while she was, speaking with him, I was talking to the receptionist about the insurance and about making sure they were going to cover the surgery and all that. And she said, we won't know till we submit everything, and they deny it every once in a while. So I said, okay, well, that stinks, but hopefully that won't happen to me. And if they do deny it, then we'll go from there. And then the surgeon called me in, and I was just so embarrassed, and he said, what's going on? And I explained to him, and he said, okay, well, one reason that the insurance can deny the surgery is if you gain weight before the surgery, which would have been nice to know beforehand, but I mean, it's my own fault. Like I said, I was just eating whatever I wanted. So I felt like an idiot, and he said, okay, well, you gotta start today, you gotta start right now. And so I canceled my sushi dinner plans, and I canceled my Italian dinner plans, and I said, okay, let's get my shit together. So I went home, and I've been eating pretty healthy ever since then. That was on Wednesday. Today's Saturday, so I go back on Monday, and hopefully I've lost a few pounds, because I would hate for them to deny the surgery just because I've been binging and eating. So this is kind of a little heads up to anyone out there who's doing their pre-op. Maybe it's not such a good idea to go out on a last binging session and eat everything in sight. I know that it's not worth it. I mean, once the food's gone, once you eat the food, you're like, okay, well, now I'm stuffed and I feel sick, and that wasn't worth it. And plus, I had lost a bunch of weight, and I just gained it all back for what? For nothing, just for being stupid. So hopefully this will be a reminder to myself when I look back on this, that I don't want to ever do that again. I don't want to ever be embarrassed like that again and feel like such a failure, and be ashamed, and have the surgeon have to call me into his office like I was in trouble, and kind of talk to me and see what was going on, and all that. So I'm really hoping that they won't deny the surgery, and we'll see what happens on Monday. But I won't probably know for a couple weeks anyway, so I'm just going to go along with it as planned and start my liquid diet on April 26th and hope that everything turns out well. I'll keep you posted.